hello, hello. It took me a little longer to get into Facebook. Fantastic. All righty. I am going to go here. So I'm just getting some of my desktop stuff organized for you. And if anybody is joining me on Zoom, I'm just going to grab the chat. As well, so that I can see any of your questions that come in, and I'll be answering them verbally. And for those of you on Facebook who are joining in, I'm just going to refresh my laptop. So lots of tech going on here, so that as you jump in, there we go. All right, I've already got a couple of you already jumping in. Fantastic. So just before I get into kind of my spiel with the training, I just want to remind you that those of you who are on Facebook, there's a little bit of a delay. So my real-time communication and then what I'm going to see in your comments are not going to synchronize, which means ask your questions in the comments. I will refresh and I will go and answer those questions. If I've already answered the question after you've commented, I'll answer the question again, because there's no doubt that somebody missed the answer anyways, and your brilliant questions are worth my repeating the answers to. So always ask your questions. I want this to be as immersive as possible. So I really want to blow your minds with the information I'm going to share with you over the next 5 days, but I need you engaged and participating fully. Okay, so as Tony Robbins says, I'm going to be going on another one of his trainings this week. As Tony Robbins says, play full out. So I want you're here to go ahead and play full out as well. So hello, hello, hello. While you are joining in, I want to find out kind of what your expectations are for this workshop that I'm going to be hosting called Shrink Your Waistline, Expand Your Mind. Are you hoping to get some information to better understand your unique archetype? Or are you looking for some information to better understand your subconscious mind and how to address your self-sabotaging behaviors? So let me know in the comments kind of where you're at, what your expectations are, so that I can do my best to meet those expectations. Now, just before I share my screen and get us started in the actual PowerPoint part of this, I just want to go ahead and iterate kind of the purpose behind this workshop with you. So I do have notes that I'm reading from. So I have two promises that I'm making in the creation and delivery of this workshop. The first promise is for me to demonstrate that permanent weight loss results are possible when you have the right system, accountability, and support. So this workshop was designed to give you a snapshot of what you can expect to find in my Weight Loss Accelerator program, which takes a personalized approach to your weight loss goals by combining 8 weeks of psychology, addressing self-sabotaging behaviors, stress, consistency, and motivation, 8 weeks of meal planning and exercise prescription in combination with breakthrough technology in the form of an app that allows you and I to study and track your epigenetics. Now, epigenetics is the study of genes, thereby allowing you and I to understand your predispositions to stress and your hormone response. This roadmap allows us to navigate the ebbs and flows of life when you can learn to master your eating habits, weight loss regimen, and stress management techniques specific to what works best for you. The Weight Loss Accelerator program takes the guesswork out of your weight loss journey while implementing a system, support, and accountability measures to help you create permanent weight loss and healthy lifestyle habits. Now, this workshop in particular, promise number 2, is to provide you with a sample of what that experience could be like for you when you better understand your body. My promise to you for this workshop is to provide you with some really fascinating information about each and every one of you so that you can better understand your unique body archetype and sabotaging behaviors. We'll even spend one session diving into the mind so you come away with a deeper connection to your subconscious mind. You will better understand how you can shrink your waistline and expand your mind with some simple exercises provided to you in a handout. Now, I did give that handout to all of my VIPs who signed up online. They also get the replays. So if you're not a VIP, I will provide you with a link. You've got to register to be added as a VIP, and then you'll get the replays. But I am willing to give you the handout if you're watching this live. So if you just jumped in from the group or from my personal page, then by all means, leave a comment handout, and I will go ahead and provide you with a link so you can go ahead and receive that handout. If you did sign up for my emails, then you already would have completed 5 bonuses, presumably depending on when you went ahead and signed up for the workshop. And that would have helped you expedite your results in improving your relationship with your body so that you can enter into this weight loss journey with a healthy mindset. Now, these bonuses were exclusive to those who signed up as VIPs. So if you decide to retake this workshop or recommend it to your girlfriends, make sure you sign up or tell them to sign up in advance so they can get access to those bonuses right away, which included, by the way, a 30-minute one-on-one with me. Now let me go ahead and share my screen with you. Oh, fantastic. So welcome to Shrink Your Waistline, Expand Your Mind workshop. I am absolutely thrilled that you've decided to be here with me. And if you're watching this on the replay, good for you. You have access to me via email, so please feel free to reply to emails and answer or ask me questions so that I can answer them for you if they were not answered in each of these workshop days. Again, if you're joining me live, please go ahead and feel free to ask questions, and I will get to you. And I also have populated, actually my Zoom chat just died on me, so let me just pull it back up. There we go. All right, fantastic. Okay, so I intend to open your eyes wide to understand that there's more to weight loss than caloric restriction and exercise prescription. We're really going to go on a journey, everybody, to help you dig into your unique archetype, to come away with the insights to understand how to listen to your body and respect its needs. Now, let me introduce myself, as a lot of you know me, but some of you do not, and it's really important to me that you know kind of where I'm coming from on this journey. So my name is Christy. I'm the founder and CEO of Version of You 2.0, and I have struggled with weight and body image for all of my life. And I understand now that I had a dysfunctional relationship with my mind and my body. But over the 30 years, it took up until basically the last couple of years and doing the research to put all this together for you to really have a better understanding of who I was as a person and how I could better serve my body. Now I'm going to go into my qualifications a bit, so I just need you to stick with me. And there's a reason behind that, okay? So just bear with me for a moment. Over the years, I've acquired so many certifications, it's actually not worth mentioning them all. So I'm just going to mention the ones that I think are most relevant to you. I have my honors degree in health sciences and my education degree in biology and physical education. I'm a certified rapid transformational therapy hypnotherapist, and I'm a certified health, life, and mastery transformation coach, as well as advanced nutrition and personalized health coach. A fun fact for you, I never attain a certification without going to the top level of that certification. With all my previous qualifications not listed here, that's always been a desire of mine to reach the most advanced variation of that certification, and I will continue to do that in order to achieve excellence for both you and I. I've also been a personal trainer for over 30 years and have spent, I would say, almost all of that time, if not all of that time, serving men and women, predominantly women, with their health and weight loss needs. And I'm here to tell you that everything that I've ever done successfully or unsuccessfully has led to this moment here with you. And as I said to you, this is because I spent most of my years trying to develop a safer, more respectful relationship with my weight and my body. And in all of that time and trying to do that for me, I've been trying to do that for my clients as well. But for both you and I've been fitting us into templates and molds created by the weight loss industry. And unfortunately, what I've learned from my numerous certifications, designations, degrees, workshops, trainings, research articles, webinars, textbooks, and more is that the weight loss industry has failed to address what it is that I'm going to be addressing with you in these next 5 days. So that means that over the 30 years that I've been trying to lose weight, trying to live a healthy lifestyle, trying to respect my body, trying to do the same for my thousands of clients, that I have been failing all of us. And the weight loss industry has been failing all of us. And I'm here to change that today. And it gets me emotional every time I say that. Okay. I need you to stop feeling guilty and shaming yourself when you realize that your body doesn't always operate in the way you think it should. When you compare your results to somebody else, for instance, when you say, you know, how come they can easily lose weight, but I just think of chocolate and, you know, I gain weight on my butt. Our bodies are uniquely different from one another. And what used to even work for you last week is not going to work for you this week. And it's my responsibility to educate you so that you can walk away with value and understanding that you can release yourself of the weight loss industry's expectations. I also want to save you the time, the money, and the energy in having to do your own research by having done it for you in this workshop. So hear me right now and listen very closely. With all the diet plans, exercise prescriptions, and medications on the market, none of these health solutions speak to you, the individual, and your very unique needs. There are over 100 different diets. And while some offer more benefits than others, a standardized diet plan does not address any of your unique needs, such as your food sensitivities, digestive health, hormone outputs for specific times of the day. Yes, your chronobiology is super important here. Your current stress levels, your sleep quality, your menstruation cycle, your mood, lifestyle habits, oh, just to name a few. So these are some of the most common diet plans. And I'm actually going to go through each one, but I just want to check in on you here on Facebook. How are we doing? Yes. Hello, Wendy. Good to see you here. So you want to learn about both the subconscious mind and your unique body archetype. Done. Sold. You will learn about both, but I'm glad that is your expectation. If at any point in time you feel that expectation has not been served, you let me know. I do know that this is your second time taking this workshop and you loved it so much the first time that is why you've decided to take it again. So I appreciate your time in being here. I know that your time is precious, so thank you. So let's go through all of the different diet plans, because this is actually really important, okay? So as much as this is going to be potentially a little monotonous for you to pay attention to, I need you to do it anyways. So the keto diet consists of about 75% fat, 10 to 30% protein, and no more than 5% or 20 to 50 grams of carbs per day. So the focus here is on high fat, low carb. The paleo diet is from the Paleolithic era, which includes eating fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds, lean meats, fish and olive and walnut oils. It avoids grains, sugars, salt, dairy, potatoes, legumes, and all processed foods. The vegan diet is basically nothing with a head and tail. It's only plants such as fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. The vegetarian diet does not eat meat, fish, or poultry, but can eat eggs and dairy. The low-fat diet is anything that's considered low-fat or fat-free. It avoids foods that are 5% or higher in the maximum daily value, or 3 grams of fat per serving. Egg whites are consumed, but whole eggs is only 1 whole egg per day. There's a maximum of 3 servings of fats and oils per day as part of the low-fat diet. The carb cycling diet is has a high carb cycle day of 200 grams, known as a refeed day, there with a low fat day. Then there's the moderate carbohydrate day, which includes 100 grams, and then a low carb day, which includes 30 grams of carbohydrates. And that's what you would expect to see in like a ketosis diet, and that has a high fat content with it. The Mediterranean diet consists of fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, poultry, fish, and seafood, eggs, dairy, with a minimal consumption of red meats. The DASH diet, which is the dietary approaches to stop hypertension, includes fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean meats with minimal consumption of red meat, salt, sugar, and fat. The Nordic diet consists of locally sourced and sustainably farmed foods, similar to the Mediterranean diet, with a focus on canola oil instead of extra virgin olive oil. Sorry, I skipped the Mediterranean diet. No, I didn't. The pescatarian diet is a vegetarian diet, but it does include fish and seafood. The macrobiotic diet basically just focuses on how you're eating your food. So trying to digest your food right at the start from the mouth with your teeth by chewing your every bite 50 times, pausing and expressing gratitude. So really paying attention to the look of the food, like the display on your plate, how the food smells, how the food tastes in your mouth, versus the average, which is 3 bites before we swallow. So the macrobiotic diet really focuses on the cephalic phase digestive response, and it also focuses on 40 to 60% whole grains, 20 to 30% fruits and vegetables, and 10 to 25% of beans, tempeh, tofu, miso, and seaweed. The alkaline diet consists of fruits and vegetables, soybean and tofu, some nuts, seeds, and legumes, but avoids dairy, eggs, meat, most grains, and processed foods. The flexitarian diet consists mainly of a vegetarian diet, but is not opposed to eating meat, fish, or poultry. The volumetrics diet is 3 meals a day plus 2 snacks and a dessert. And foods are high nutrient dense quality foods, as well as low calorie. And broths and soups are consumed on a regular basis, and foods that contain more water, like your melons, like your watermelon, grapes, as an example, would be another one. The raw food diet consists of 75% of the food that you consume is eaten raw. It also consists of fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, soaked or sprouted grains or legumes, may include unpasteurized dairy, raw eggs, meat, and fish, and foods are not cooked above 118 degrees. Now, fasting, there is the long, short, or intermittent periods of fasting with no foods. So a typical window is a 16 hours of no food, typically before you go to bed until your first meal. So that's 16 hours, and you only eat within the 8-hour window. And you eat minimal calories during the fasting if you're going to eat food at all within a window. And that's typically whenever you have a long fasting day, like a 24-hour fasting day or longer than that. So eat minimal calories during a fasting of 250 to 30 calories per meal 2 times a day. And it's an eat, stop, eat requires you not to eat for a full 24 hours or 1 to 2 times a week. The Asian diet is the Asian heritage diet, which consists of fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, and grains. Specifically for grains, it is brown rice, millet, buckwheat, soy, fish, and shellfish. And they consume less of the dairy, egg, poultry, and no red meat and sugar, or that is consumed minimally if they have it at all. The master cleanse, also known as the lemonade diet, is a mixture of water, lemon, maple syrup, and cayenne pepper. And then there are other water beverages that you can consume throughout the day, which consists of sea salt or even a herbal laxative. And this is a diet that you follow for 10 days or more. The gluten-free diet is basically all foods that are gluten-free, staying away from processed foods as well, sauces, dressings, and glazes, as they typically have gluten in them. Low FODMAP, which is a fermented oligosaccharides, disaccharides, monosaccharides, and polyols. This is an elimination diet specific to those with IBS, focusing on eliminating foods that cause gas and bloat. And this can be foods such as garlic, onion, wheat, lactose, honey, agave, and fructose, as well as low-calorie sweeteners. Low-calorie sweeteners actually really affect the bacteria in the stomach, FYI. And the carnivore diet is a zero carb diet consisting of eliminating all plant-based foods and focuses on animal-based proteins. Now, the reason I listed these out for you is because these 21 most common diets are predominantly where all of the other diets originate from. So they pull from these diets and they just change the timing, or they change the food types, the restrictions in them, the serving sizes, for example. So I want to ask you right now, how do you know which of these diets best serves you? What do you think? How would you know? You would have to have tested it, right? How would you know? Ask yourself, what would you have done? Chances are you would have asked a friend what kind of diet she was on, because the diet seemed to be working for her and she was losing weight, right? Or a personal trainer, because there's a new trend, would have suggested trying that new trend to see if it's going to work for you. It's always just something that we try, but we don't really know how effective it is for our body. That's what you're going to figure out in these next 5 days with me. So who do you trust? Do you take someone's advice because it worked for them? Yes or no? Let me know. If you said yes to following someone's advice, what was the reason for that? Was it because you liked the way that they looked? Was it because they network marketed to you by telling you that this program was working really well for them, therefore it should work really well for you? Woman to woman, you know, it's got to work for you as it did for me if you just follow the instructions. Was it that you liked their body type and wanted to look similar? Let me know your answer for choosing to invest your time, money, and energy into one of the diets. So you're going to realize that you are very unique, and following someone else's diet plan or exercise regime may actually be causing you to gain weight instead of losing it. Yeah, I know. Devastating news, but we're going to fix that in these next 5 days. So here's some statistics for you. According to Statistics Canada, an estimated 1 in 5 adult Canadians are considered obese. The American Obesity Association suggests that by 2025, 50% of Americans will be obese, and by 2030, it will have risen to 60%. About 60% of COVID deaths as of January 12th, 2021, when the study concluded, were attributed to obesity. In the last 50 years, there's been about over 5,000 different recommendations and weight loss initiatives, all having proven unsuccessful given the rise in the obesity epidemic. I do have references for you if you want them. The statistics in the global market are expected to rise, which is what you see in the presentation in front of you, from 254.9 billion in 2021 to an estimated 377.3 billion by 2026. That is the amount of money the weight loss industry is expected to gain. What are your thoughts and feelings about these statistics? By 2025, 50% of Americans will be obese. By 2030, that will have risen an additional 10%. 1 out of 5 Canadians is considered obese. And look at the money that the weight loss industry is going to be making. Pretty crazy, right? Now, step back and realize the jeopardy of these statistics. With the realization that we can no longer take our health for granted thanks to COVID, this billion-dollar profit equates to thousands and thousands of people not getting the help they need and deserve because the weight loss industry is setting people up for failure. We're seeing this. There are thousands of plans for you to get online if you go onto Google. You can get diets, you can get exercise prescription, and it's not working. We're seeing a rise in the obesity epidemic. And we're also seeing, as a result of COVID, more people more concerned with their health, which is phenomenal. And the weight loss industry is capitalizing on that. And while I believe that the industry's intentions are mainly good, the number of times the weight loss plans are failing people suggests that more needs to be done. That's why we are here together today. Do you remember the show The Biggest Loser? A number of them gained the weight back because the diet program and exercise prescription did not account for their epigenetics, the study of their genes, and their behavior tendencies. 80% of those who diet end up gaining the weight back or falling victim to what is called the weight rebound effect. And a study conducted by the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive Kidney Diseases, led by physiologist Kevin Hall, revealed that the reason those candidates from The Biggest Loser experienced the weight rebound effect themselves was that their metabolism had slowed as a result of being on the show. So despite being monitored, provided with healthy food, supplied with exercise prescription by no other than Jillian Michaels, these people whom the researchers followed for 6 years post-show had suffered from slower metabolisms. Their metabolisms had slowed because weight loss is more than just calorie restriction and energy expenditure, as I will explain in these next coming days. In addition to physiology, one's psychology also plays a massive role in effective weight loss or unsuccessful weight loss. Here are some statistics around lottery winners, which correlates with my weight loss statement, as you'll come to understand in just a moment. According to the National Endowment for Financial Education, 70% of lottery winners lose their money in just a few years after winning it. Many actions explain the lost money, but the trending behavior is the same. These lottery winners didn't have the money strategies, positive money beliefs, and disciplined spending habits to replace their old strategies, beliefs, and habits. And that's psychology. Diet plans and the weight loss industry as a whole fail to teach their clients about why they overeat and how to understand their self-sabotaging behaviors. It's not enough to give you an article to read. They fail to unroot the issue underneath the weight gain. If you don't understand your why and deal with your why, then you have a high probability of overeating anytime you are triggered. Do you agree with that? Leave a comment. Let me know. Would it make sense then to address the trigger so that when you're triggered, stressed out, sad, or vulnerable, you don't turn to binge eating to fill the void? What are your thoughts? Let's just check in. Yeah, the statistics are very disturbing. I agree with you. I'm just refreshing. Takes a moment. So I want you to think about that. I want you to think about the statistics. I want you to think about how the weight loss industry is going to be making a whole bunch more money, but we have huge gaps in the weight loss industry. They don't address your physiological and your psychological needs. They don't. Okay. You need somebody who can work with you on your cellular level, working on your psychology with you. Diet plans also fail to help clients uncover their unique beliefs about their relationship with themselves. So some people don't have binge eating issues, but they still have overweight and unhealthy eating issues, right? So it's more than just addressing binge eating. We also need to address the fact that our self-worth, our confidence, and self-esteem may be lacking, and that past traumas 100% affect our current health status and our eating behaviors. So when I look at those statistics and the amount of money the weight loss industry is about to profit, all I see is the number of men, women, and children who will not succeed, who will quit the program feeling guilty and ashamed, who become even more unhealthy, gain the weight back, or suffer from the weight rebound effect. So today, and for the days that follow, your participation and focus is extremely important. Because if you can learn a few concepts that help you better understand your body, you're in a much better position than any of the thousands upon thousands of people who I wish were here right now, but aren't. You're showing up, taking action, and learning how the industry should operate in participating and engaging in this workshop. By the way, it's not too late to message your girlfriends, daughters, mothers, sisters, neighbors, and colleagues to join us. And I'll go ahead and provide you with the link in the comments so you can share the link and they can participate to learn more. So here's what you can expect for the coming days. Over the course of the week, you will learn about the 6 archetypes. Determine the one that best describes you. Learn what social requirements you need to thrive, along with your specific dietary recommendations, exercise habits, and career options that serve you best. There are 6 archetypes, and we expand upon the 3 somatotypes that you probably have heard of before: the endomorph, the mesomorph, and the ectomorph. When we look at your epigenetics, we can better understand the relationship between your size and shape, the hormones you produce, and your fat content distribution. So here's a brief description of the 3 most common somatotypes. The endomorph is the strongest and most sturdy of the somatotypes, with the largest bone structure and ability to store energy. With a predominant production of insulin, this archetype easily grows tissue. Sorry. These body types are designed to work 12-hour days of manual labor. I can't fix that. I apologize. Pause, please. Rocky, enough. Yeah, he's not going to listen to me. He's a terrier. They have a more efficient metabolism and better coping mechanisms for chronic stress. The mesomorph has a naturally muscular physique and is typically the most active and agile of the somatotypes. Their adrenal cortex plays a dominant role in their behavior. Because of this, they display dominant personality traits such as competitiveness, success-orientedness. They're driven, persistent, energetic, even hot-headed and judgmental, part of their DNA. The ectomorph is the most sensitive to environmental stimuli because they have the leanest body type of the somatotypes and generally have the most difficulty putting on weight. During in utero development, emphasis was placed on the nervous system, which is evident in this archetype sense of alertness, sensitivity to sound, stress, and external stimuli. Of these three archetypes, an additional branch of body types accounts for the ranges in the standard three. These include the endoectomorph, the endomesomorph, and the mesoectomorph. You see, there's 6 realized body types, but there's more than 10,000 slight variations of these 6. So while one body archetype most definitely will have a resemblance to, your appearance, you need to understand that there are some differences in the characteristics that you're probably going to notice in some of those other archetypes. So while the one archetype of the mesomorph may resemble your archetype, for instance, you may notice some slight variations in your disposition, the workout requirements or eating habits or food types, social, environmental, or career recommendations. So when you're listening to me, I don't want you just to look at the body type and go, okay, that's me, because there are some unique characteristics of each of the 6 that are going to stand out to you. And of those unique characteristics, you're going to be able to identify your archetype, but don't just pay attention to the image, okay? So this week, I intend to raise awareness about your uniqueness, that you can determine which archetype most accurately defines you, knowing that you will have a dominant archetype and personality traits or resemblances of one or more of the other archetypes. I will be introducing you to the rules of the mind to learn to operate with a sense of real awareness about how to leverage your subconscious mind to remove obstacles and sabotaging behaviors. And to introduce you to my Weight Loss Accelerator program. Well, I will invite you to register if you wish to pursue a weight loss program that is personalized to your epigenetics while addressing your triggers and self-sabotaging habits. We were all born with the gene sequence that led to how our bodies were constructed. Our medical and health predispositions are stature, hair, eye, and skin color, and our personality. Our phenotype is what we're going to be discussing, however, when we get into the 6 body archetypes, noting how every body is unique despite having a DNA map from which it was built. The way our genes are expressed, the way we respond to different chemical and environmental experiences determines how our genes will react. You know this. When it's cold outside, you shiver. When it's hot, you sweat. Those are your genes expressing themselves. When you go into a board meeting, sometimes you don't have a stress response and other times you do. Those are your genes expressing themselves. And when your genes express themselves, that affects your physiology, right? That changes your hormones. Interesting, right? So this is why it's really important that you have a better understanding of your unique archetypes, so that you can really raise some internal awareness as to what foods work best for you, what times a day you should be eating, or the number of times a day you should be eating, or when you should exercise, because that's going to best serve your unique needs. You see, when I say weight loss is never just about weight loss, I mean it. It's not enough to reduce your caloric intake and increase your exercise. You need to consider your hormones, your metabolic requirements throughout the day, your rest requirements, which differ from one archetype to the other, your mental state, your sabotaging behaviors, your triggers, and traumas that surface when you get emotional. There is so much more to who you are as a person that must be considered in order to avoid becoming one of the tragic weight loss statistics. So thank you. Thank you very much for participating in day one. Please leave comments, ask me questions. If you're going to watch this on the replay, then go ahead and, hit reply and let me know what your thoughts are so far. I want to hear from you. I want to hear how, if this has brought the value to you that you've expected, and if there's this level of excitement to learn about the next days coming. I do have that workbook for you. So if you want that workbook so that you can participate in some of those exercises, then just leave a comment. I don't remember what I said earlier, but workbook or guide, something like that works perfectly well. If you have anybody that you think would be interested in participating in this workshop, I will leave a link in the comments. Simply just copy that and send it to them and they can register and start watching tomorrow. I will be offering the replay for tonight at 8 o'clock tonight. So if they miss that email, that is okay, because I'm going to summarize a little bit of what I covered today in tomorrow's workshop session with you. Anyway, thank you for being here with me. Here's to showing up for you. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your morning, day, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Bye.